Justice League movies are pretty divisive films. The animated escapades of DC's premier heroes, however, have always gotten a much more positive reception among fans and critics. They're bright, bold, brash, and everything that an animated superhero movie should be. For this list, we'll be looking at the Justice League movies that show why the DC animated projects are so highly regarded. We have more exclusive content for you, so don't forget to subscribe to ViewMojo for more up-to-date and entertaining content. Just one click on the bell icon and stay with us. Now, let's begin with the top 10 greatest animated Justice League movies of all time. Number 10, Justice League Throne of Atlantis from 2015. The fourth film in the DC animated movie universe, Throne of Atlantis, introduces a new 52-inspired Aquaman. In this origin story, a young Arthur gets fast-tracked to becoming Atlantis' king and must face off against Ocean Master in Metropolis, with a little help of course. While the villain isn't particularly memorable, and the story could have used a longer running time, it delivers plenty of engaging action scenes. The Justice League are sidelined through most of the film, but Throne of Atlantis does excel at showing the group's initial lack of solidarity and how their dynamic took shape.
After all these years.
Number 9, Justice League vs. Teen Titans, 2016. Despite having the first billing in the title, the Justice League plays second fiddle to the Titans in this 2016 film. And that's not inherently a terrible thing. Batman sends Damian to Titan's Tower in hopes that the newest Robin will learn some teamwork. But things get complicated when Raven's father, Trigon, starts to possess League members. More than anything, this is a Robin and Raven story. The two characters form an unlikely but compelling bond throughout the film. The encounters between the possessed Justice League and the Titans are short but entertaining, while the finals are suitably epic. The Legion of Doom and Ra's Ghul also show up for a few fun scenes.
Is this any way to treat your guests, Superman?
Seeing as how you crashed the party, I'd consider us even.
Number 8, Justice League New Frontier, 2008. An adaptation of Darwin Cook's fantastic limited run, The New Frontier drops DC's iconic heroes in the 50s and 60s during the Cold War. The change in era allows for a more grounded tone and threat than some of the Justice League's other stories, even if the main villain is a sentient island. Tasked with serving as an origin story for this version of the Justice League, The New Frontier does spread itself too thin as it tries to do right by its massive roster. That being said, out of all the characters, the film handles Martian Manhunter's and Green Lantern's hero journeys particularly well.
Mr. Jordan, I trust Colonel Flagg is keeping you busy.
This stuff? Child's play, Miss Ferris. Perhaps later I could show you.
Jordan,
What?
Exercise 73, remember?
Number 7, Justice League Gods and Monsters from 2015. Elseworlds Tale provides an opportunity to get away from the main continuity and tell self-contained narratives. Gods and Monsters envisions a universe with very different versions of Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. Featuring a far more brutal Justice League with backstories that are all fantastic, Gods and Monsters is mature and captivating. While not quite as dark or as epic as some of the comics' Elseworld stories, this 2015 movie delivers complex characters, a well-paced storyline, and a healthy dose of high-quality action. If Gods and Monsters is any indication, DC shouldn't shy away from exploring the Elseworlds.
What aren't you telling me, Will?
Come on, Kirk, you know the deal. You get hired, sign papers, keep secrets. But if I thought there was anything you should know, I wouldn't hold back.
What about Project Fair Play?
How do you know about it?
Number 6, Justice League Dark, 2017. The Justice League can handle most threats, but Superman and friends are not especially great at that whole magic thing. When deaths with a supernatural edge begin to occur, Batman turns to John Constantine and Zatanna for assistance, leading to the assembly of Justice League Dark. Released in 2017, Dark makes solid use of its eclectic cast of sorcerers, dead men, and swamp things to deliver a satisfying adventure that pushes the DC AMU into stranger territory. Constantine is the star of the show, but Dark allows most of its characters a moment or two to shine.
Sorry to have to ask this, Jason.
At least you're asking. Gone the form of man. Arise the demon, the trigger!
So guys, hope you're enjoying the video. If you are, don't stop yourself to subscribe. Just click on the bell icon to subscribe to ViewMojo and be notified when our next video is live in the future. And keep watching. Number 5. Justice League War from 2014. Splintering off from 2013's The Flashpoint Paradox, War had the challenging task of introducing the younger New 52 versions of DC heroes. The film also tried to establish Darkseid while serving as an origin story for the Justice League. With a lot to do and not much time to do it in, War focuses primarily on action, but arguably shines the brightest during its more character-driven moments. Cyborg's fateful encounter with a mother box is a highlight, while Green Lantern and Batman's interactions bring a touch of levity to the film. War shows why these characters are worth following individually, while also hammering home the appeal of the Justice League.
I don't know, a team? I've got a lot of responsibilities.
As do I.
Well, I have a whole universe to protect people.
Number 4. Justice League Crisis on Two Earths, 2010. For better or worse, Crisis events tend to generate plenty of talking points. Originally conceived as part of the DCAU, Crisis on Two Earths manages to be a welcome throwback to the fantastic Justice League animated series, while also functioning as a standalone blockbuster. The central conflict revolves around the Justice League going up against the crime syndicate from another universe. The Justice League's alter egos are unapologetically evil, with the nihilistic Owlman especially entertaining. Its story might not hold many surprises, but Crisis on Two Earths still delivers a grand and timeless adventure.
Superman, go ahead.
We've got a problem. One of yours.
Number 3. Justice League Doom from 2012. Batman has a contingency plan for every situation, and that includes the Justice League members catching a case of evil. When Bruce Wayne's plans for defeating the Justice League fall in the hands of Vandal Savage, however, the heroes soon find themselves suffering near-fatal defeats. Justice League Doom's subject matter demands a darker tone, something the film manages to deliver without too much trouble. While the story still boils down to the heroes taking on a group of villains, the Batman angle adds a personal touch that raises the stakes not only in terms of the Earth's safety, but also the League's inherent vulnerabilities.
She thinks I'm Cheetah.
Number 2. Justice League Dark Apocalypse War, 2020. After more than a dozen entries, Apocalypse War brought the DCAMU to a close in an excellent fashion. Going full circle, the Justice League sets out to put an end to Darkseid, and unfortunately, the new god sees them coming. Packed with death, gore, and fallen heroes, Apocalypse War is as devastating of a movie as DC has ever produced. Not only does it provide a satisfying, if not necessarily joyous conclusion to this version of the Justice League, but the Suicide Squad, Teen Titans, and John Constantine all get to play key roles in the story. For any fan tired of predictable animated films, this is the antidote.
And so it ends. I regret nothing.
Number 1. Justice League The Flashpoint Paradox from 2013. An adaptation of the Flashpoint comic, this 2013 movie introduces the Justice League at its best before flipping things around. The opening sequence involves some good old-fashioned Justice League teamwork against the Rogues, but Barry Allen later finds himself in an alternate reality where certain heroes are at war, some villains are good, and Batman carries guns. The Flashpoint Paradox moves at a blistering pace, but rarely overwhelms, supplementing graphic violence and desperate action with emotional beats that hit hard. The 2013 film also paved the way for the DCAMU and a litany of other Justice League movies.
I'm happy to see that a real man is here to watch the end of man's world!
So these were the top 10 greatest animated Justice League movies of all time. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe so you can join the ViewMojo squad and be part of the channel. Thanks for watching the video.